Thanks for waiting. Thanks for waiting, everyone. We have Galaxy midfielder Victor Vasquez. First question, we'll start off with Josh Guessman. Go ahead.
Hey, Victor. Thanks for joining us. I know tonight was a tough game for you guys, and obviously the loss hurts. What went wrong for you guys in this game?
Yeah, it's obviously the second half. I think a small detail cost us the second goal. I think we were dominating the game in the second half. First half, of course, we didn't start again like we wanted. They are a good team also. We know each other very well also, like Robin and Greg, they know each other so good. And it was difficult. It was difficult to start. They got the penalty. They start ahead of the game. We were trying to come back. We came back pretty well. I think we finished the first half in a good way. We wanted to score the second goal. We couldn't. Second half, I think we start like kind of again, like maybe with so much respect to them sometimes that like we don't have yet this winning mentality. I think we are missing this because we are a good team. We have to build this confidence. We are in the top 3 in the table. I think they have to respect us, and we are playing at home. And yeah, that's it. I think today maybe we didn't deserve to lose because it was like a little detail in the set pieces again. But we have to take it, and we have to think now in San Jose because we have again a game on Friday.
Victor, at one point you guys had, I think, 15 unanswered shots to Colorado there. You seem to be peppering the goal. Nothing really fell for you. Do you feel like there was something missing on the offensive side? Just get another goal across the line? Yeah,
of course you are missing something when you don't score more goals. But I think one of the things that we are missing, we have to go more behind the defenders. We have to go more into the space because we have a lot of good players with a lot of quality to be on the ball. But sometimes we are too many players on the ball. And I think the defenders know that we have quality. They are aware of that. But if we are keeping just the ball, they know that we don't gonna play back. We don't gonna play behind them. Then they were feeling comfortable, and we were saying to the guys like Sam, like Dejan, like all these guys that they are playing in front, just try to go behind them, because when you go behind them, then the gaps open between the lines, and then we can be also more free to give these kind of passes. But it is what it is. We have to take it. We are not, of course, happy with the result today. There is a lot of good things, but we have to be better because we are playing at home and we have to take always the 3 points.
Thanks, Victor.
You're welcome.
Next, we'll go to Damian Calhoun.
Hey, Victor, you were talking about the developing the winning mentality. Can you do that now? I mean, you probably have roughly, 14, 15 games left, pretty much a new group, so many guys in. Can you develop that this year, or is that something that just comes with time?
No, it comes with time. Of course, we are a lot of new players. It's the half of the season. Of course, we have the winning mentality because we are there, but sometimes we have to show more. We have to show that we feel that we are better than them. Like, we want to be like the bosses of the game, like we want to win the game. And sometimes we are like I said, we are showing like too much respect to the opponents. I think we are better than them. We are playing at home in front of our fans. We came from a good win on the road, and we have to show more. And we are playing at home, like I said. We have to play with this ambitions, with this belief, with this everything, because we are better and we have an amazing team, and everyone that is coming in on the game, I think we have a lot of quality. And now when we have all the full squad, I think we have one of the best teams, if not the best team on the MLS, and we have to show it. That's it. It's about confidence.
Do you think you guys need to be more, you said confident, but probably more arrogant as you step into
kind of field, not arrogant, because I don't like to use that word arrogant, but yeah, it's kind of this, like believe in ourselves, believe that you are better than the opponent, with respect always, but don't show disrespect. Show that you are better than him, And like a team, we have to show that at home. Of course, away we are doing really good, but we cannot drop points at home like we dropped today. We drop against Kansas City. We drop against Vancouver too. These kind of games, we have to take it always if we want to win the Supporter Shield, if we want to be in the top always, and to win, of course, the MLS Cup.
All right, thank you.
We've got time for a couple more questions. Next, we'll go to Larry Morgan.
Hi, Victor. Thanks for speaking with us.
Yep.
it looked like you guys, well, not look like, but you guys dominated for long stretches in this game tonight. Outshot them badly at one point. As you walked out the field, did you almost ask yourself, how did we lose this game? I mean, weren't you the better team tonight? It seemed like it.
Yeah, but I say many times, you can be the better team, but if you don't score more goals than the opponent, then you lose the game. It's the same against Kansas City. Kansas City, I think we were better than them. They got the goal. Then we were like trying to push the things or to rush the things like too much. And then in the counter-attack, they scored the second goal at the end. And today is not the same because it's a set piece and it's a little detail that we missed. But I think we were dominant of the game. We were there. And we show in the second half this hunger that we want to win the game. But again, in a little detail, we lost the game. And then this is what I say. When you have the winning mentality, this confidence in yourself, these kind of things, you have to be better better than them, you know? And we didn't. And then they show that they won the game, they scored this goal, and then we were rushing again the things at the end of the game. And of course, it's more difficult because they are a good team, they defend well. Robin, they know us also really well. And then you cannot. When it's not there, it's tough because they are a good team. It's not, you are not playing against a bad team that they are in a bad mood or they are not winning games and they don't have this confidence. They do, and they show it again today.
Thanks for your time.
And last question will go to Katia.
Thanks, Kevin. Víctor, gusto saludarte. Quería preguntarte en español un poco de lo que mencionabas. Digo, claro, ha habido lesiones, muchos jugadores nuevos, algunos errores que son parte del juego, pero de eso que mencionabas, de que hace falta un poquito de esa mentalidad, de esa ambición, es creo también por el tema de juventud, donde ahí tienen que entrar los líderes a transmitir ese mensaje.
Sí, por supuesto. Los líderes siempre tenemos que, o los jugadores con más experiencia, somos los que tenemos que demandar más a los jóvenes. Está claro que tenemos jóvenes con mucho talento, que también han dado un paso adelante y por eso también estamos donde estamos. Pero es lo que te digo, es como que el club hace años pues no viene a lo mejor estando donde tenía que estar o donde se merece estar, como se merece los Galaxy estar siempre arriba, y esa confianza pues no la tenemos. Entonces yo creo que con el staff que han traído, todos los jugadores nuevos que hemos traído, lo estamos construyendo, pero aún queda por construir. Estamos en la mitad de temporada, hemos hecho un muy buen inicio de temporada y estamos ahí arriba, pero en esos detalles se nota. O sea, hoy en la segunda parte no podemos conceder este gol. Este gol es un gol que nosotros se lo damos a ellos no crean esta jugada. Entonces es complicado porque siempre cuando juegas con equipos de arriba estamos perdiendo puntos y no tendríamos que perder puntos. Perdimos con Seattle, perdimos con Kansas, perdimos con Colorado y estamos perdiendo con los equipos que en teoría siempre tendríamos que ganar, donde de verdad tienes que demostrar para ser campeones o para estar siempre ahí arriba. Y hoy se nos vuelven a escapar 3 puntos donde creo que a lo mejor no merecemos perder el partido, pero por detalles pequeños pues se pierde el partido y hay que mirar eso. Hay que mirar sobre todo que si queremos estar allá arriba y ser campeones, hay que mejorar en estas cosas porque lo demás lo tenemos.
Gracias.
Gracias, Katia.
Thank you for your time, Victor.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We have head coach Greg Vanney at the podium. We'll start off with Josh Guessman. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Greg, thanks for talking to us. We talked to Victor a little bit. He was sort of going through things, saying that it doesn't matter if you're the better team. Bottom line is what the score shows. What did you see from the Galaxy to start, and then ultimately the things that caused you guys not to win this game?
Yeah, I think we started a little bit where we had the ball, but we weren't really penetrating. We weren't really moving the game forward. They had a back line of 5, which, the intent of a back line of 5 is to keep you in front of them. And I thought we were too content staying in front of them. And we needed to play more vertically. We needed to try to get some runners going behind. We needed to try to get into the depth. And, the concern always when you play against a 5 and you don't actually attack or break lines is you turn over the ball and you expose yourself. And we did that a few times to ourselves in the first half. Obviously, one of those becomes a penalty kick. Others create issues that, that put us in some precarious situations. Once we kind of adapted a little bit and found sort of our rhythm and our way to to work through it a little bit. I thought, especially when we came out in the second half, I thought we were better at it. We were pinning them into their half of the field more. We were controlling more of the game. We were creating. We were in their box a little bit more. We were around. We still weren't creating as many of the really good chances that we needed to. I still think that there still needs some more vertical running out of our group, and a lot of guys are playing off each other and playing to each other's feet, but we still need some more vertical running. That's something, obviously, that's a reason we went and got a Kevin Cabral, and we need Sam to do that, and we need Dayon as he gets more comfortable to keep threatening those runs and those spaces behind, and our midfielders some too. So, but I thought we had good pressure on them, and I thought we were getting to some good spots, and we were creating some moments there in the second half. I thought, once we got into it after a few minutes, we had organized our ability to press them pretty good in the second half. And then we give up a very, very untimely goal. They get out of our press one time where we're just a little bit late to get there. They get out, they get to our half, we deal with it. And then we give up a set piece goal. And, goals change games, and the timing of goals change emotion sometimes. And then I felt for the last, 15 or 20 minutes, it became a little bit erratic as we were chasing the goal. We lost a little bit of our positional discipline, and we were moving a little bit too frantically, just looking for the moment to equalize. We hit one off the bar. Derek heads one, and the keeper makes a great save. So it wasn't like we didn't have a chance or two to equalize in there. So we were still able to create a couple things, but we were also made ourselves vulnerable a few times through that. So I think it's we have to develop this killer mentality, this winning mentality that we need to really get. We also have to eliminate the little mistakes that are super costly to us, and giving up goals, period, but goals in bad times and goals in bad ways. And those are two big growing areas that I think we need to get to. But the group is competing, the group is evolving. I think some of the relationships on the field are starting to improve. Again, I thought Nico had another excellent night out on the left back. I mean, he's fit in seamlessly and very quickly. Dayon gets another game of experience with the group. So, we get Seba back after a difficult moment for him, and we have some guys that are going to return here soon. So obviously we lose Sega early in the game, but I thought Nick came in and did a solid job.
Thanks, Greg.
Mm-hmm. Next, we'll toss it off to Damien Kelvin.
Hey, Greg. I think the word Victor used that maybe sometimes you guys show too much respect to the opponents. Do you think this group is too nice, or do you really need to step on the field with that confidence that you guys are better than these teams and have that sort of play, sort of leads you guys through a game there?
Yeah, I think there's two sides of this. I think on the defensive side, I think there's times when we need to be much harder to play against just defensively. We need to have more presence, be a little more physical, just be more difficult for the opposition so that they just feel a little more uncomfortable. I think on the attacking side, it's a little bit of what I said earlier. Like if you're just passing the ball around and you're playing in possession, that doesn't scare anybody. What scares teams is that you are attacking, you're playing vertical, you're penetrating them, you're driving into their box, you're making them have to make plays and protect their goal, and you're making them, they're really making them answer some questions about how your movement is, and you just keep coming in waves. And I feel like we're still not coming in waves in our attack. I think we're not as organized right now, and as attentive in our concentration behind our attacks as well, so that we can counter press. And when a team gets a little bit discombobulated because they're trying to deal with one of our attacks, they try to clear it, we win it again, and we come right back at them in a second phase and a third phase. And we make one attack, and then sometimes the opposition gets out, and then we have to wait a little while before we get another attack. And so there's things there that we need to tighten up on as a group. We need to still play responsibly and not just give the ball away, but still be able to play vertical and to attack and to get after teams in that way. I think sometimes when we, like in the Minnesota game, when we played very vertically in the first half, sometimes we're hitting passes too long, and we're just giving the ball away. I think we need to play vertically, but play responsibly at the same time. And that's just us maturing a little bit as a group and getting the right mentality there.
And what's the status of Cabral heading to Friday?
He'll be questionable. He had some hamstring tightness coming out of the last game. About the 70-something minute, he felt a little something in Minnesota. Was getting treatment for a couple days. We would have risked him if we'd have put him out there. There was a little something there. But it's minor, and we'll see how he feels here going into tomorrow and Thursday, and see if he's ready for Friday. It's again, these games are coming so quickly that it's tough to risk a guy tonight, and when we have a game again in a couple of days that maybe he can be ready for. So we'll see how that works out.
All right, thanks.
Next, we'll go to Sophie.
Hi, Coach. Quick two questions for you. First one is set pieces seem to be a bit of an Achilles heel, and that was definitely the case this evening. And secondly, do you fear that going from Bond to Klinsmann and then Klinsmann back to Bond might create an unnecessary narrative for you, considering the different performances between the two in the last couple of games?
No, I mean, I think my responsibility as a coach is to figure out what the best team is that can be on the field to help us, win games when it's all said and done. And I think Jonathan Bond has had a good season. We're midway through. He's played a lot of games. He's played more games in this half of the season than he's played in a number of years. So we need Klinsmann to get a game to see where he's at, to make sure he's ready. And if it's all said and done, we get to the playoffs and Jonathan Klinsmann happens to win the job, then that's football. So both of them need to be ready and be sharp, and there's a competition. There's no dialogue at the moment. They both need to be ready, and they both need to do their jobs when they're in the goal.
And the set pieces, if you would pick something that was the most disappointing this evening, would that be the one thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of times defending set pieces is about concentration. It's about a mentality. It's about obviously people have responsibilities, and people need to see out those responsibilities in them. Obviously, the set piece was well hit to the front post, and it was flicked onto the back post, of which people and players are in positions to try to make plays. I thought, Bondi came out to try to make a play on the ball and didn't get there. I think maybe he ran into one of our guys, but he doesn't get there. And then our goal is pretty exposed in that moment, and they're able to get it back in. So in front of the goal and in the goal. So yeah, I think whether it's our defensive concentration or our physicality at times or our decisions, we have to be better. We have to be better defending at set pieces. Like this is now in a few games that have been the difference in games, and that's got to get cleaned up.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All right, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks, Greg.
Yep.